What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to Edge Mindset. I am your host, Carter. What do we have here? I don't know. We have an unboxing. I don't know what's in this, which is not a joke. I'm not making it up. I know some people on YouTube try to pretend like they don't know what's in a package, and you're like, you know what's in the package. I don't know what's in this package. I don't know if it's a knife. It's either a knife or it's some t-shirts. I'm actually leaning towards t-shirts, but I want to record it in case it's a knife. If it is t-shirts, I don't think I'm going to upload this video. And if I don't upload this video, there's no point in me saying I'm going to upload the video. So I kind of created, I don't know if that's a paradox, but it could be a knife. If it is a knife, I'm going to upload this video. If it's not a knife, I still may, probably not. It is addressed to me. Maybe it's something completely non-knife or non-t-shirts. But that's all I can think of that I've ordered. Okay. Oh, it is a knife. It just came way faster than I anticipated. And it is an exciting knife for me. You can tell what it is. Obviously, it is a Medford. I have not owned a Medford knife in, in a long time. In fact, the last Medford I owned, I think I've only owned one. I could be wrong. I've been in this game a long time. Pretty sure it was a Praetorian G, back when those were kind of first coming out. I don't remember what I thought of it. Before I bought this one, I probably should have watched that video to see if I even liked it. I think that's the only Medford I've ever actually handled too. But I saw this and I couldn't pass it up. Let's take a look at what we have here. Wait, maybe not. Maybe I don't want to share that. I don't think I want to share the price sticker on here. So we'll cover that up. This is I think you call it a custom. It's a Praetorian tie, which I never thought I'd ever own. S35VN, which is interesting because I remember asking the seller what kind of steel it had, and he kind of felt like he had to guess because he's like, well, it has an S on it, and I think that means S35, but apparently it's stamped right on the side of the box here. Vulcan Tanto, violet blue, recessed lightning, which is the milling pattern on the scales there, and then it's got the serial number, blah, blah, blah. Let's take a look inside. We've got the samurai sack. I don't fully understand what it is. I guess it's a knife pouch, and it's supposed to be made from old Japanese kimonos or something. And then we've got the box. Here is El Boxamundo. Let's put this over here, which is cool. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff, guys. Like packaging, custom packaging, unique packaging, all that stuff. We've got the dog tag here, warranted forever, in new or used, original condition. In new or used, original condition. I don't know what that means, but I know he's gotten some flack for supposedly not warranting things in certain conditions, and I don't know if that was ever the fact or is miscommunication or whatever, but now he's pretty strongly stating that it's always, I see what I did there? I just moved it off screen, and you guys are yelling at me. You're like, open the damn knife, sir. Do it now. We got some patches. We got some stickers. I don't know if these are all Medford or maybe the original seller. I'll have to check those out later. I love stuff like that. Like, I don't really use patches, but I don't know. When you buy cool knives that cost some money, you kind of just want, ooh, that extra swag. Here she is. Praetorian frickin' tie. Ever since I was a young knife lad, I have freaking wanted one of these so bad. And oh, yes, that is something else. This is like my perfect Medford. This is it, man. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna start getting Medfords. I don't know any of that stuff, but I do know this is the one. Like, this is the one This is the one for me. Like this is the one. There's one thing on this knife that somewhat bugs me, and I knew it buying it. And I'll show you here in a minute. It does have a slight blemish, and I'll talk about that here in a second. I don't know, whatever. But this is it, man. This is like Praetorian tie. Praetorian tie. I didn't think I'd ever own one. I'm going to be talking about this knife quite a bit. I know people don't like Medford, and I know there's stuff there and whatever. But this knife, this design is strong. It's strong. It is a strong design. It's iconic. This is the knife that built Medford Knives. And in my opinion, this is the only Medford design that interests me. There's a few others. Like, you know, there's a few that are kind of cool. The Fat Daddy is kind of ugly, but it's kind of cool in an ugly way. I don't think I would ever pay the money for one. Praetorians, though, this is it, man. This is a solid freaking knife. In fact, I think Medford should only make Praetorian designs, which they kind of do, right? They got so many different sizes, widths. They've got slender version. They've got automatic version. Like the Praetorian is like the knife that they freaking do. So yes, beautiful, perfect. Why? Okay. So, sorry guys, I'm a little flabbergasted. I'm a little upset that I didn't know what was in this box because I would like to have started the unboxing a little bit better. I honestly thought it was some t-shirts I ordered a long time ago because I didn't recognize the name. It just said the UPS store. It didn't have the seller's name on it, and so I didn't recognize it. So I'm like, oh, it just must be that company I ordered t-shirts from, so I didn't really think too far ahead, and I didn't think it was coming this quick. Oh man, this is nice. This is nice. Why did I buy this? I bought this because it's frickin' beautiful. I love the design. I've kind of avoided Medfords for a long time just due to the controversy and the person and, you know, the whole idea of like overbuilt knives are done with. And finally, I'm just like, F it. I'm going to get what I want. And this is what I want. And I absolutely am in love with this thing. And it is amazing. So, Praetorian tie, purple, baby. I love purple, and it's purple without being obnoxious. You can see it's got like two tones, where it's sandblasted in here. You've got the regular Praetorian grooves, but then you've got the lightning milling, which is kind of like an angular Anzo type pattern that goes all the way across. Looks really good. I don't know if this is all one anno color and that it just gets so much darker with the blasted inside and you only see the purple on the flats, or if it's actual different colors. I would almost say it's got to be different colors because the purple really only sings on the flats, which to me is perfect, right? I don't know if I want like a full purple knife. So I like how it just has those purple accents. I like bronze. The bronze and the purple, though, freaking sing together in beauty and harmony. Blacked out breaker. Oh, perfect. It has the Tanto, which I really like the drop point too. Like, in fact, I would almost say that I think the drop point looks better, but this is the classic, like, this is the classic Praetorian grind right here. You can see the grind lines, and it has the Vulcan finish, right? The Vulcan finish, that is the one. That's the one. It's unique to Medford, and not because it's like some proprietary thing nobody can figure out, mainly because he was the first to do it, and I don't think anybody else wants to like copy so blatantly, maybe. I don't know. Nobody else really seems to do the Vulcan finish, which is cool, and if you don't know how they do this, roughly, and you know, I might be off on some details, but during heat treating, you get like this scale, you know, like this discolored scale. And normally after heat treating, you would take it and you'd finish grind it. So this would come out of the heat treater and you would take this and then you would finish grind it, make it all pretty, look like steel. Medford realized that if he allows excess oxygen into the heat treat bag, you get some of these coloration and unique design and different ways that it flows. And so he derived a way to basically, and I don't know how he does this, basically get the knife blade 100% production finished before heat treat. Because my understanding is heat treating will somewhat modify, it'll warp some surfaces, you know, it won't be perfectly ready to be knifeable. So when they finish grind it, it's not just to take off the scale from the heat treat, it's also to make sure everything is true and flush and not warped or not have any weird surface things. So somehow he's managed to get a fully production ready blade that he heat treats and then allows some oxygen in to get some different designs. And then it's just ready to go. Now, from what I understand with the Vulcan finish, the higher the carbon content, the more coloration you get. So this is an S35VN, so it's a pretty high stainless. It's got a lot of chromium. So you're not going to get a lot of the super big rainbow stuff. You got a little over here. But even without that, you know, like on 3V and D2, which are higher carbon steels, not stainless, you're going to get much more colors going on, much more rainbow coloration and stuff. But even without that, like just kind of the natural scale, I think looks really cool because it's somewhat akin to like acid washing without it being an acid wash, you know, that we've seen a million times. And it's a little less consistent, a little more unique, almost like having a hamon, like differentially hardening a blade, like a traditional Japanese, how you'll get different hamon pattern, different coloration depending on the etching, stuff like that. So it's kind of like that. Anyways, long story short, yeah, Vulcan, like this is it. Like this is like, if I could build a Medford from scratch, it would probably be this. Like it would be these colors, it'd be this finish, it would be this blade. Only difference is maybe I would have went with a slightly different milling pattern. Not that I don't love this one, but I don't know if this would be my top choice. But the one I pick wouldn't be far off from this. So amazing, amazing knife. And I gotta say, you know, the secondary on these right now is pretty sweet. I got this for a really good deal. Pre-owned, unused, uncarried, uncut, shipped, you know, amazing deal. And of course that's relative, right? Like if I said the price that I got this for, if you're not a knife guy, if you don't look at Medfords, if you don't know what a Medford tie is, you would be like, oh my gosh, that's insane. But if you do know these knives, you know, I think you'd be like, oh yeah, that's really awesome. And super glad that it came so quick and it's in great condition. So anyways, the little mark, there is a little scuff right here, which I did point out to the seller, and you know, he's just kind of like, yeah, it was there when I got it. You know, maybe it bumped into something. And you know, I've seen this on a few knives, like in this same spot, not quite as pronounced as this. So it does kind of make me wonder if something in production, after they finish the knife, if they put it into something and it just always seems to bump into something here. I don't know. The Vulcan finish is not a strong finish either. It is, because it's not really a finish at all. It's just heat treat scale. So it comes off very easily, which is why you're seeing that. Similar to the Microtech bronze finish. So the Microtech bronze finish is a similar thing. It's just more consistent, right? So they heat up the blade to basically give it a heat treat scale, similar to this color, kind of, which you're getting like right there and kind of through here, and also up through here. And just like this, it comes off pretty easy. Like it rubs off, you use the knife, it's gonna come off, it's gonna kind of wear, which is why I like this finish, because as you get marks on it, if you do carry and use this, it's just gonna kind of blend in. You know, it's gonna get a little stonewashy, you're gonna see a few things. It does kind of suck that the finish on this spine here is so consistent, except for, you know, that little guy, and I guess there's another little one right here, but I cannot complain. A, I knew that before I bought it, and B, who cares? Like, this thing is amazing. And it's actually, I mean, it's a little stiff, you know, it's not drop shut, but it's not awful. No play in the detent either. I was worried about that. I'd heard of some people having some detent slop or lash, as they would say. None of that here. Pretty dang early lockup. I mean, just fantastic. You can see all of the connection on here. And whatever, I mentioned this in the in my Strider AR 0.75 video. Whatever they're doing, whatever Medford's doing on his lock faces now, he has completely eliminated lock stick. His knives used to be infamously known for having a huge amount of lock stick, to the point where he kind of almost tried to sell it as a feature, you know, where he would promote like, yeah, you claw it to close it, right? You don't close it with just your thumb. This is a hard use knife, so you use all 4 of your fingers and you pop it out, you know, and every single knife would have a huge amount of stick. He's somehow figured out how to eliminate that, and I assume it's some sort of treatment on the lock face, carbonization or heat treat or something. But there is no lock stick on this. There was no lock stick on my Strider either, which is manufactured by Medford. So, all right, guys, this video is way longer than I thought. I thought I was getting a couple of t-shirts I ordered forever ago, and instead I got one of the nicest knives in my whole collection. So look at that. Imagine that. All right, I am out of here. You're going to be seeing a full review on this. You're going to be seeing a lot of stuff. Really, really nice. Absolutely love this knife. All right, guys, you take it easy. I'm out.